Okay, we are live. Hello. Thank you for joining me here. I'm starting a video recording live because I don't have space on my devices to have pre-record a large video, long video, and then upload it. So I do live, and then it creates a longer video. So thanks YouTube for that, and thanks for all the subscribers who subscribe to allow me access to this feature because you need a certain number of subscribers. So today I'm doing a longer video talking about um, astronomy seminars. So I'm an astronomer from Helsinki. I'm also a writer. I have published recently several books. Every Friday, including tomorrow at 11, local Helsinki time, EEST, I do live streaming talking about traveling in Helsinki. It's for this summer. So you're welcome to join, ask questions, say hello, and see a little bit of Helsinki while I'm doing set. I try to do those outside, and I do put the replay in the on YouTube. Uh, but this video is about astronomy, not strictly about Helsinki. So when I post content on social media channels about astronomy, I try to demystify what is research, what is a PhD, because anybody can take a class in astronomy, but often, unless you are in these Div 1 research universities or you have family members who are from research universities, it's not always clear what it means to pursue a research career at different stages, how to progress your research career. So today, I received an email which was exciting for me that there is a seminar. There's a seminar in by somebody whose name I recognized as being one of co-authors on my papers, which became part of my PhD thesis. So it's very important for me, my little astronomy career. A PhD is a big deal, and to get this PhD degree, you need publication. So each publication, especially as a leading author, is a big deal, and they obviously supported me as a co-author. And I remember that this person asked, provided comments, provided valuable feedback. While I didn't work with them directly, I have never seen them. I don't know them personally, but as a part of collaboration for Gamma survey, a large galaxy survey in astronomy, because I used products from that survey, uh, I got to be associated with them as a co-author because they worked on that survey. So when you work on a large survey with products available to other people, often you can, if you use data, often you get co-authorship with people who have worked on that survey. So you have to give them this option. These kind of policies do exist. So you don't only cite, but also you not only cite, but sometimes in addition to a citation, people can choose to be co-authors in your paper. So that's something I learned and I went through. So I have several Gamma collaboration co-authors, and some people are. I still appreciate them as co-authors, so please don't get offended. But they don't give any feedback. They just say, "Okay, the draft seems okay," which is okay because they're not the main scientists working with me. They're not my PhD supervisor. But it's always nice to hear an established or early career, doesn't matter, another scientist give you feedback, because I am an early career, and so I learn. It's nice to learn not only from my supervisor, but from other people. Um, you know, uh, in this case, I actually appreciate both postdocs and other PhD students giving me their feedback, and also more established astronomers give me feedback, because for example, postdocs might or early career stage people might be more friendlier in their email, more verbose, and this is just generally speaking, and explain a bit more versus maybe the more established people will point out critical errors and in a very terse way, but it's still so valuable to learn and grow as a scientist. So I remember that this person wrote good feedback, which improved my papers. So um, now I'm gonna try and share my screen. And I have to do it in a smart way because it works funny with YouTube Live. Let's see. Share screen. And we will share the email first. So now you can see the email, and this is like a typical email. When you are part of a research hotspot in astronomy, part of a program, part of an institute, you can get this. You can get these um, seminars or conferences, even and workshops. So we are a small hotspot, a small area of astronomy research. For example, when I went to ESO and I worked there were just seminars, colloquia, some presentations every day. It was a very vibrant, multiple of them a day from different institutes, collaborative seminars, online, in person, giants of the field coming in, and early career. So it was working. It was very active seminar life, uh, and you could pick and choose where you are gonna attend. But here, once in a blue moon, there is a seminar. When I was part of the University of Turku as a student. Some weeks we didn't even have a seminar, so it's a treat, and it's a treat. Because it's somebody I know, so I recognize them. Simon Driver. I don't even know if I can pronounce if I'm pronouncing their name correctly. Is it Simon or Simon Driver? I'm not sure. They are from University of Western Australia. A very catchy, interesting title. Everything, everywhere, all at once. So, and usually in this email you would know the date and time. Okay, so now I will share another screen, but I want to do a window. I believe it this way. So I have never learned more about this person. I worked on this survey, and I know they work on other surveys. So it's an opportunity for me to do this video and also to learn more about them. So I Google them, Simon Driver, because usually astronomers have a web page. Simon Driver and the institute, or I might Google Simon Driver Astronomy because to identify the person who is in astronomy field, because sometimes people can have the same name. So I'll just open a few. International astronomy. Okay, we'll do. So I don't see yet a personal web page. Seems like they don't have it. Probably they don't need it because they are so established. So what they have is like a profile page with their university, the University of Western Australia. For example, another professor, another astronomy research, Michele Ginolfi. I worked with them at ESO. They have their tenure track assistant professor, and they have their own web page that is not associated with the university. So it looks like Dr. Driver does not have this kind of a web page. They just have a very little information, but even this is more than some people. Okay, at least they have a website. Simon Driver is an astronomer, and it was interesting for me to learn that they have a quite international research background because they did uh, their PhD at University of Wales, and um, we can. University of Wales is in, yes, Cardiff. Why it doesn't have a map? Oh, here. Let's show the map. No, I don't want to look it. No. Okay. Really. I see what I'm doing wrong. Then I want to remove this, please. I cannot. I don't know how to remove it. Here it is. So zoom out. Okay, so it's in Wales, in a place called Cardiff, which is probably a few hours from London. I live in Helsinki, Heroes Hearts, in Helsinki, but right now they're all the way in Australia, all the way here in Western Australia, and before that, according to this bio, they went to Arizona State University, which I really love. They have a nice astrobiology program. Arizona is close to my home state of California. Arizona State University. I don't know which is it, where exactly, but yeah, Arizona State. So this already gives you opportunity to find, for example, this is what I'll do. I'll follow them on all of my socials. I've never heard about this university, Cardiff University, so now I will learn about it. Fill out. And also ASU, Arizona State University. And then you can even go more in detail, but you can start collecting information of universities which do um, have astronomy programs, because you might not know, which ones have, where to apply, which programs are good. Okay, but I want to show one more trick. This was Arizona State, but I think the LinkedIn didn't go. LinkedIn follows them there, and then I can follow and learn. At least it's saved somewhere. You can also do a Google Sheets list of universities you find out about and keep track of them there. So right now I Googled just Arizona State University, but the astronomy pages, the astronomy department, sometimes they have their own website, which is pretty good, and their own social handles. So I can do, for example, this Arizona State University. It looks like they have cosmology, astronomy, astrophysics, something. So we'll see. Look, let's accept the cookies. ASU School of Earth and Space Exploration, SESE, and let's see if these are different. Yes, they're different. So sometimes you can go more specific because you are interested in astronomy, so you can Google the university name and the department area, astronomy, in order to access more specifically that department. It doesn't have, it's not always a department of astronomy, it can be something else. Like in this case, it's a school of Earth and space exploration. And it can vary by institute. So that's why it's important to go and look at these institutes and universities and find out this information. And then little by little, you will identify which ones you like some more, how the systems work, how their departments work, their structure, etc. So I'll quickly follow. See, I'm new to social media myself, even though I'm a content creator, but only recently, so I follow them. And that's important for me because I don't have right now an institutional support because I don't have research funding. I'm trying to get a paid position to advance my research and advance in my career, but meanwhile, I will just use whatever there is to keep myself up to date, such as the social media. Uh, and I don't have Flickr. Maybe I have it. I'm not using it that much. Okay. So there were three key institutes we found out. The PhD University of Simon Driver. So even though I don't know him, but by reading about these astronomers' bio, I learn information that is helpful for me as an early career. So we found out about the University of Wales College of Cardiff. We found out about Arizona State University, and now you can do the rest of the universities on your own. I'm just actually going to go ahead and do it because I am looking for jobs. So I will ANU and also their current place, which is UWA, University of Western Australia. Was that it? University of Western Australia. So bear with me while I mark all these. But this is what I do, and I don't know how other people do it, but this is how I do it. People do share on social employment opportunities. Of course, there is WAS, job register, which lists opportunities, and also there is Euraccess for European job opportunities, which sometimes are cross-posted in job register as well. This is and right now I'm just doing this ANU, but really I have to go a bit deeper and find the department or the institute that is specific for astronomy. And maybe we'll do for one more just to show an example. So University of Western Australia. I'm already following. Instagram. Already following. So now, because this person is from University of Western Australia, let's just see if astronomy and astrophysics has their own handles. I don't know. We can try. Doesn't look like it. the astronomy department doesn't have, but maybe we can do uh, search for the person here. I don't know. Maybe it should be us. Oh, here it is. Okay, second. Follow. I can connect to a send without not add a note. So you can add a note. I think with my free account, I get a few notes. Maybe they'll accept me. I don't know. So they didn't have, but ICRAR, see, we found out about ICRAR. It came up. It is International Center for Radio Astronomy Research. So this is already getting specific to astronomy. So you can, like this, from the university to astronomy related institute or center, you can start diving in and finding out. See here, as you read more and more about different universities, different institutes, and getting to know what's going on in the field. So I guess I'm already following them on Twitter. I'm quite new to Instagram. Okay, so this is the social media. So I'm not so connected, it looks like, with institute and bodies of astronomy in Australia, which is a shame. I should be more. I had a lot of them which I didn't follow yet. So except ICRAR, I didn't. Okay, so we can move forward with reading the bio and learning more about astronomy by looking at somebody who is presenting at their pages. So they are professor, looks like they have some leadership roles in ICRAR, and here it gives information what they have contributed to the field. So this is how I'm connected to Simon Driver, is by the fact that I was accessing data products from about galaxies in my sample from the Galaxy and Mass Assembly Gamma, which is a large survey of galaxies. And Simon also works on another survey. It's called WAVES, Wide Area Vista Extragalactic Surveys. So I will definitely also Google those if I'm not familiar with them. And let's Google this one. These are like gobbledygook names if you are not familiar. But see, so WAVES survey has a nice website, and usually surveys have a nice website associated with them. So WAVES is a spectroscopic survey, blah, blah, blah. It is a VISTA telescope, which is operated by European Southern Observatory. And this telescope is located in Chile. The telescope itself will be renamed Foremost as it switches from a dedicated near-infrared imaging facility to dedicated multi-object facility. So these are just details, but you can now learn more. So what this person worked on and what surveys they are associated with, and this gives you a little bit of a window to learn more about the field. In this case, about the WAVES survey. And then we read further. In coming years, he will be incorporating data from missions including these, so you can read about these missions. Missions, when we say the word mission, it's kind of like a space exploration mission operated by NASA in collaboration with other space agencies such as ESA. So it's craft uh, for astronomical observations on in space. So Euclid is in space, JWST is in space. It's not a telescope on the Earth, it's in space. So when people use this word mission, that's what they mean. Rosita is for X-ray, Euclid, JWST, James Webb Telescope. He recently served as a member, so this kind of consoles, member of Foremost Consortium. So you can, this is a small biography, but it is packed with a lot of information, and you can learn, I think, part of the career development on your own. You don't really need an institute, but on your own you can read and learn and see what you like, and what you like you can dig in deeper. At least this is what I do. If you are part of a university, especially a hotspot university for astronomy like the ESO, then it's kind of you this information floats around. A lot of the information floats around, and constantly, and you get exposed to it without doing any footwork yourself. But when you are not so connected, like now I'm unemployed, I'm not so connected, then I have to do the footwork. But in any case, you have to do the footwork in your field of preference, in your curiosity, to find out what are the institutes you like, who are the professors you like, what are the topics of research, what are the missions you like, what are the questions you are interested in. To drive your own curiosity, you have to do a little bit your, or constantly, you don't have to do it all day, every day, but you have to kind of lead and nurture your curiosity, your line of inquiry yourself. So even if you are based in an amazing hotspot like Harvard or an astronomy institute or ESO, etc., or ICRAR, as we learned from Australia, you still have to, let's say you were reading about waves and you got interested. What is this um, telescope? You got interested um, in orchids, for example. We'll on follow-up radio continuum and H1 selected targets. So if you got excited about radio, you might go in deeper and read about orchids. Now I radio, but I'll probably read about something else more related to optical near infrared, because this is my expertise area, and a little bit radio. I'm learning about the radio, trying to get my feet wet there, but I am focusing to getting a job in optical and near infrared because that's where my expertise is. So, but if you're interested more in radios, then you might read more about radio related stuff. So I hope this makes sense. I'm just getting excited looking at the waves. Okay, I like closing things, but this some things that I really appreciated about reading this bio, because I am not from Finland. I'm a new citizen to Finland, but I haven't lived all my life here. I moved from California to Finland, and it is an experience, and it's not so. It has a set of challenges to overcome when you move from drastically different places to do research. So I always appreciate when people have moved from institute to institute, successfully still being in their career of astronomy, because I know that they overcame these challenges of moving from place to place, and they have this experience, and they can probably have good advice to share. Now I'm not interacting personally with this person. We're just using them as an example. I hope they don't hate me for it, but they have an international background in their research institutes because they went to Europe, Australia, and USA, and maybe other places too. So I feel that is a very interesting experience for me personally. So it is difficult for me to talk to people who have not moved because they have hard time understanding the challenges when it comes to moving from institute to institute from different countries. So roles and responsibilities, research. This is all kind of practical information. Sometimes I look this. Oh look, I guess they are okay. Now there was some place. Where was it? Ah, here. Um. So now this is the research portfolio. So we looked at the institute portfolio of the astronomer. Now we look at the research portfolio. Research portfolio tells you the research record, what are the topics of research, what is their expertise, what they worked on before, what they worked on later. So here just you can glean that they have hundreds of refereed papers, a lot of citations, so they're and that they have worked on a research program. So not just a single paper, but on a whole research program, including the Gamma survey that connects me to this very productive and established astronomer, but other ones, Devils, the Deep Extragalactic Visible Legacy Survey. So maybe one of these will excite you and you can read more. Maybe you are interested in this JWST Interdisciplinary Scientist program. I don't even know about it, and I have a PhD in astronomy, so I constantly have to learn about different things. So, what does it mean? I Google it. Um, you can also, if you have more questions, let me bring back waves. Let's say you have a question about the survey, you can try and contact them. You can contact the PI. PI means principal investigator. Please use the contact form below to send a message to Simon and Joe. And look, Simon appears here. So actually, Simon is, it appears to be the principal or one of the principal investigators of this survey. So you can not only look for information, you can also find how to engage with. So they might have opportunities, surveys, input catalogs, people, key facilities, publications, science. Here they don't have it, but some surveys might have even opportunities for research, both for early career and more advanced or other positions, not only research related, maybe web development position or telescope operation position. So you maybe let's see the collaboration team. I don't remember now which one would have it, science, but some of them do have. Okay, so going back to what we found out is that there is some interesting program called JWST Interdisciplinary Scientist Program. JWST Science Working Group. It's governed, administered by the Space Telescope Science Institute. So, Space Telescope Science Institute, it's a good thing to know about. We will go. I'm not on Blue Sky yet. You need some invitation or something. last time I looked at it. So maybe somebody can invite me if you want, and I will uh, follow. Start myself. So it's a well-known institute. It will be dream come true to work at this TSCI. Also, I don't know because I am I have two young kids. So STSCI here you can see it's an institute, and I already saw opportunities. So we learned by following that program by Googling it that it is administered by STSCI, so we will not learn about another institute in astronomy, and I'm telling you that it's an important one, and it has opportunities, so you can check what are the opportunities. Become a part of our team. View all available job on openings, yes please. Senior full stack engineer. So it's not even an astronomy position, it's an engineering position. So I don't know, do you need astronomy for that? Uh, the keyword doesn't come up in a blurb, but it says you need US citizenship status. So 5 to 8 years of dev experience. So, it's somebody like my husband can apply to this job. I trying not to use that word. In my whole career of as a researcher, um, uh, I used to be in the biology field, and then I switched to astronomy. And my husband is a high tech computer programmer, coder, designer. And when opportunities come, for example, there was a research in Madagascar in my biology days, and I was in the PhD ecology program, but the person wasn't interested. The PI wasn't interested in me at all, even though I had the biology and ecology background. They were interested in my coder husband. You know, did I choose the wrong field? I don't know. So okay. So, what you can find about opportunities, this one is due in a few weeks. So that's great. It always sucks when you find out about an opportunity that just had its deadline, and you have to, and the next time is next year. A lot of the academic opportunities are offered every year. And it's nice to have time to work on your application, and it's not like it's due tomorrow. You have a little bit of time to give to collect your documents and maybe rec letters. Also, this one maybe doesn't need a rec letter. Yeah, recommendation, rec letter, recommendation, reference. Doesn't look like it needs it. Oh, annual salary range. Let's visualize it that we get six-figure annual salary range at some point. Okay, great. Um, so this is how you would look up opportunities. You can look up absolutely opportunities and other ways to engage as well, because if you don't want to work with them, there are other ways to engage with astronomy programs, institutes, surveys, astronomy, even departments, because they might have citizen science programs, they might have volunteering opportunities, they might have events, they might have some opportunities for K through 12, high school, middle school students, fixed term research, astronomy summer camps for children, astronomy training sessions for general public, astronomy nights for general public. What else do I know? Even writer and artist residency programs, or undergraduate research opportunities, and so on. So absolutely, it is good to explore what's happening, what is offered, and I feel so sad that unfortunately a lot, especially in the US, the opportunities don't reach certain institutes. When I did a short stint, when I worked at the Pennsylvania State University as a researcher, I saw how this information just flowed, and people even paid in certain situations just to apply. You got a small money if you just applied, not if you were awarded, but if you just applied. And external programs would bring send their materials there, but also have information uh, events. They would come and present to campus in person. They would come themselves to the campus and present information to students. Versus at San Jose State, it is completely there's like 1% on information gets there. And I did my research there at San Jose State University. It's a large campus, so much talent, so much interest, but even the professors don't know the opportunities. I had to do a lot of footwork myself to find out about summer research at NASA opportunities, and um, really had to be critical also what I hear from professors and vet it, because one time I got accepted into a research program actually from the Arizona State University. And one of my advisors, who I respected and trusted, said, "No, this letter doesn't mean that. It just means you just go there to. It's they didn't accept you yet. You just go there to uh, visit campus." And I called the Arizona State University and said, uh, "Can you please confirm what it means?" And actually, it did mean that I was accepted into that research program. So you have to, don't accept a no right away. Check, 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 and especially for something that you are interested in. And another thing was, especially these opportunities to work at NASA. I felt we are next to NASA Ames, but I guess maybe they don't care. I don't know. They care more about Stanford people or UC Berkeley because they're there, and UC Santa Cruz, but not South State. And that was too sad because they do um, say that they are trying to reach underrepresented communities, but not a flyer comes in my 4 years or plus of studies in at South State universities. Nobody ever talks about the new research opportunities at NASA, but there are so many. So, absolutely, if you are interested in science, engineering, tech, anything, or if you are interested in space exploration, even if you are humanities and arts background um, or any background, go ahead and look, because there are many interesting opportunities to get experience working at NASA, research opportunities. I think, yeah, there was a psychologist, a student in psychology, who did an internship at NASA, and their area was psychology. So there are different opportunities, not just in astronomy, not just in engineering, but other fields as well. So I really hope to get that word out there, and I really hope that NASA and other research opportunity governing bodies start advertising in state universities as well. All right, about these opportunities. Am I using it too much? Maybe. Okay. Programmatic categories of JW's designs observations. Blah, 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 blah. So I guess this is feedback to me. I get an F because I don't know those. I should know those. So it's a little bit hard because I'm unemployed to motivate myself, but I have to. So I should know these working groups, JWC, the current mission. I should know more. Actually, I did. I know a little bit now that I saw the acronym SWG. I know a little bit. I'll just follow this. Yeah, and this is another resource. You can subscribe to mailing lists. and those are very good. So I subscribed. But what was this? It was like this last one, JWC Interdisciplinary Scientist Program. What is this? It led me here. But I don't see Interdisciplinary Scientist Program. Interdisciplinary Scientist Program. I should have copy pasted instead of typing. Okay. Okay. The SWG consists of ex officio, I don't know what that means, representative outside of office, maybe, of the three space agencies. The lead investigators of science instruments, six competitively selected interdisciplinary scientists, and a telescope scientist. Oh, okay, cool. So he has been selected, for this position, for this, to provide guidance as part of the JWST Science Working Group. Okay, so we learned about it. So this is something for more advanced people, but I wanted to know JWST. So I think this is something, if you're interested in JWST, you want to know. This is not just NASA. There are 3 space agencies. And why they don't spell this out? What is CSA? CSA Space Agency. So I get an F. I don't know this one. Canadian Space Agency. Shame on me. Okay, now I know. Canadian Space Agency. And JWC Science Working Group. So I need to know this one. It's in my field. I need to know. The Science Working Group is a committee appointed by NASA headquarters. Okay, no, I read this. There was something I wanted. The science execution. So these are scientists and experts who advise about the science, program information, science publications, observing schedules. So there's so much cool information about JWST working group. You may see full list of, and you can even send questions and comments. Look at that. Look at that. But let's see who else is there. Your connection is not private. I don't know. It's from Finland. Turn on enhanced protection. Reload. No. Okay, we cannot. Let's let it go. I'm from abroad, so maybe we can close this, but this. But you can read more about the person. So I opened some other links. IAU link. IAU, what is IAU? It's International Astronomical Union. And usually you can find the astronomers there, but they have to be registered there. So it's not everybody. That gives me, I'm supposed to be part of this group. Let's see. Contact Finland representatives, see what's happening there. But yeah, IAU is an astronomy body. And for example, actually, this is a very good strategic meetings. See, you can find about science meetings, blah, 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 blah. You can TGF fellowship, I don't know. PhD prize. If you're in a PhD program, there's a PhD prize. Symposia, working groups. So you can, let's talk about working groups because it's important. Working groups, blurb about women. Executive Committee, WG, Working Group, Women in Astronomy. So besides topical research topic, like if you are interested in galaxies, um, it's, well, let's say you are interested in near Earth objects or moon solar eclipses. There's also a working group, Women in Astronomy, and they have their own website, etc. So, and I believe you can. Um, I don't know why the website is not here. Is it? Meetings. Training program series, something old, scientific structure. Um, okay, it's important. So I will show. They have their own Google site. That's what I was trying to get, and you can join it. And you might want to investigate because usually you have to be a certain level of researcher in astronomy in order to be part of to be an IU member. But in this case, graduate women in astronomy and really need support. So I suggest to somehow I was able as a graduate student to access a lot of their information, even though I was not a member. I attended seminars. Some of the seminars were live streamed on YouTube, and I could ask questions. So if you are a woman in astronomy, please explore it. Or if you are advising and giving resources to women in astronomy, please let them know. Even if they are not a member of IAU, a lot of these women in astronomy resources are still available to them. So we are almost to the hour. I'm just gonna start closing this. Um, I do follow IAU. I guess not on LinkedIn. I wasn't so active on LinkedIn before, to be honest with you. International, what is this? Instagram. I'm also new to that. This is the GF is the Gruber Foundation Fellowship in Astronomy. So check this out. It's a good eligibility final year PhD students with a confirmed contract offer for a postdoctoral position. Early career astronomers. So there is different stages that can get Gruber Fellowship. There's a PhD prize. So see, I was just looking up information about somebody who's coming to give a seminar in an institute in my city of Helsinki, where I live. And I have found so much information for career related practical information, names of institutes, names of programs, names of surveys, newsletter subscription, um, besides the social media, possibilities to where to look for jobs, so much information just by studying the person. And if you don't have a supervisor or a mentor who gives you this information, this is you can use like be inspired by reading about other people who are successful in the career of astronomy to learn more this practical information, because sometimes the supervisors and research professors, they are good in research, but they're not good at giving you practical career information, or they don't know how. They don't mention it. They're not a sharer, so you have to do this work yourself. And I hope I gave you what I know how to do. Feel free to put in comments if you have other ideas. But this is what I do. And of course, besides this practical career information in terms of institutes, opportunities, surveys, and programs, you also, if you like the seminar topic, you can read about the person's research. So I don't know if they have here, for example, here on their website, they have their recent publications. I can see that these first ones are not where they are a first author, so you can go to an ADS and do something like that, and then search by first author. You can see what is the last 10 years or last 5 years or last 20 years. Did I do it right? That's not 20. Now my computer froze. You can organize by date, see what they published back then. Beyond the galaxy luminosity function, you can find what they published as a PhD student. So that's always sometimes fun. I don't know how relevant it is for career, but maybe it's inspirational how far they have gone. You can do by citation count. Usually that will show you, but not always, what are the most important works or highly cited works. So Gamma survey diagnostics, this is a key paper in Gamma survey. They were the leading author in another Gamma paper. So you can see where they contributed in the last 20 years as a primary author. The Millennium Galaxy Catalog, Gamma Gamma Gamma, Cosmic, Quantifying Cosmic Variance, more than 100. So, yes, you can then read, at least you can read the abstract and then dive deeper, deeper, deeper. See the citations, who cited, let's say, who cited this paper, view this list in a search results page, etc. So you can read the papers here on this website about them from ICRAR. Looks like there are some article about them. I went home to my parents and said I want to be an astronomer. They thought it was one of those crazy ideas that I'd grow out of. I guess I never did. So this gives some inspiration about their thought process and journey. Classmate give a talk. Look, he got inspired from kind of a seminar about planets in when they were very young. So, and this is their LinkedIn page. So this is more of a resource. You can apply LinkedIn specific career exploration things like where they worked on, what companies they're associated with, and you can quickly follow those places. I don't know, university centers, but I'll follow ARC. ARC may have grants. It's a research council, etc. So, Australian Space Agency, why not? So you can do that. Working groups we mentioned. Is there anything else I want to mention? Yeah. Lastly, because we are at IAU and I have a minute, I will want to see, for example, publication. Okay, let's see. Here, this one. IAU Strategic Plan. IAU is a major international astronomy body and it has a strategic plan. And it is a good source, especially to know, especially if you're applying to places and writing, trying to show that your proposal is relevant or if you want to find what is relevant in the next decade of astronomy. And usually it's a decadal strategies that these large national or international bodies have for astronomy research. So for each field of astronomy, they have certain goals, but you can see that it is not just for research areas. They have goals for facilities, including telescopes, data science. They have goals for education, outreach, and heritage. So this is a really nice document that gives an overview, and ESO, European Southern Observatory, also has their own goals. NASA has their own goals. So this is a good paper to see. These are major goals. Look, they have 5. The IAU stimulates the use of astronomy for teaching and education at school level. So if you have a project related to this topic, you can say in your website, in your applications, that my project supports one of the key goals, strategic goals of IAU for the next decade. So this is one also something to consider. And we thank Simon Driver for serving as an example for this live streaming, discussing career tips in astronomy and how to do practical career-related research. If you have any questions, please ask me. I will do my best to answer. I don't have, so I finished the PhD last year. I didn't get, I'm unfunded right now. So I can confidently help you 80% your questions. But I believe if you have questions about getting a postdoc, that you should ask somebody who got a postdoc, because I didn't get a postdoc. So I'm happy to help as much as I can, but I also believe that you need to learn from successful examples. So identify people who are successful in what you want to do and ask them as well. So that I'm shy to say it, but it's important. So for example, I often look at people who are successful postdocs and see what I can learn from them. How do they present their CV? Or if I know them a little bit, I might ask them to read my research proposal and give feedback. And usually they reply with good points. So good luck, everybody. If you're interested in astronomy, I hope you're not intimidated by the what research is, and I hope that you are pursuing and not giving up on your interest in astronomy or space exploration. God bless you.